Speaking of taking the opportunities when presented, Adrian Peterson's not doing that. He's creating his own opportunities. He's been incredible this year. In the 5 Redskins wins, he has over 90 yards in every single one of them. He is carrying the ball as much as he ever has, especially during his prime with Minnesota. How has, once again, Jim, AP found the fountain of youth?
I don't know. I can assure you that I have no idea. If I did know, I probably would not be talking to you about fantasy football. I'd be rich somewhere else and doing something else. But I think that, what you said is that the 5 wins, that's the number that I want to focus on here, is because this team is playing really good football. It's giving Adrian Peterson extra volume. Yes, he is contributing to that because he's playing very well. He is helping them get wins, but their defense is playing well. Alex Smith is being smart with the football, so they're not turning things over. And that's leading to a ton of volume. As you said, 90 yards in 5 games this year. He has had 24 or more carries 3 times. And normally, I hate this type of running back, especially if they're priced high. Adrian Peterson, $7,500 for week 9. I hate this type of running back at that price tag. But at the same time, when you look at their schedule, there are a lot of interesting games ahead of them. They've got at home against Atlanta, who their rush defense has been terrible. They're on the road against Tampa Bay, just benched their quarterback, have a terrible defense there, and at home against Houston, whose defense has also struggled this year. It's possible that Washington could fall behind in those games, in which case Adrian Peterson will just disappear. But those are defenses that he can probably run through, which I think is super encouraging. So I think when you look at Adrian Peterson, he's probably not a guy I'll ever have in a cash game roster, because if Washington falls behind early, he is completely out of the game plan. And that is a concern for me. And I don't want running backs who are like that. And I don't know if he's really a core play for tournaments because, again, the exact same risk there. But with the way he is playing and with the way their defense is playing, he's pretty much going to be worth tournament exposure almost every week because he can have these big games where if Washington gets a lead, they're just going to pound this guy into the ground. So I don't think it's a cash game play yet in Adrian Peterson, but I do think that the tournament viability continues to increase. And I think at this point, you just keep throwing tournament darts at him, seeing what happens just in case Washington does get a lead, because if they do, you know exactly where the ball is going.
As long as the Redskins continue to win, Adrian Peterson is going to continue to dominate. He is one player that we should just never count out at this point. He has solidified himself as an every week starter, and on FanDuel, he's just priced so moderately that he's easy to get in there. I absolutely love AP going forward. Completely agree with you, Jim.